Well, we might as well start rather, talking in case this is working. What? Oh, there's different things on the chat
Mm.
box, like emojis. That's
Been a while
crazy.
since we've done this.
Yeah, but I didn't think it'd update since I didn't update. But anyway, let me just
Are we on?
let me let's just talk, assuming we're really on. It's been like half a year since we've done this.
That's true.
So looks like we might be there. Looks like I see us right there. So it's been 6 months since we did this. The last time we did a Nate and Beth radio show, we were snowed in. Actually, the blizzard wasn't as bad as they said it was gonna be, luckily, but it was
It
still.
still messed up our internet.
I can't even remember. That was 6 months ago. It was still a blizzard and it was still a bummer. So 6 months later, it's actually now it's all hot. It's like real feel like 10 something 4.
I can look it up.
She can look it up. Don't give specific locations
No.
if you please. But 6 months later, it's not too cold to go outside, but it's like too hot to go outside. So we just thought, well, what the hell should we do tonight? Well, we could pop our little necks out and see if anyone shows up.
Turtle, turtle, turtle. Is anyone out there? Probably not.
Not seeing anyone in the chat as of yet.
Well, we just went on the air. Come on, give them a few seconds to find us.
Why is it taking you so long to
Well,
find it?
because my internet is slow on my phone. And it says 94 degrees on my phone. But it probably
Is
feels...
there any kind of real feel or anything like that?
Um... Wow. Feels like 107 degrees.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So,
It's a little warm out there today.
I'd say it looks like 2 listeners. Welcome.
Oh, hello.
Thank you for listening. While we're waiting for people to. Oh, okay. It's that guy.
Hi, Juan.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this guy, so.
Verisimilitude.
Oh, yeah, it's verisimilitude. He
Hello.
says, hey, Nate, how's things? Hey, verisimilitude.
Things are hot.
Things are hot.
How's things with you guys? Either or can answer.
Jose is the one who just says.
Jose has talked to us in the past.
No, he just says the movie titles, and
Then
Nate,
why is he saying hello, Nate, with the
because he
high
says
five?
hello, Nate, and movie titles.
Still, it's part of the conversation. Let's not be rude. I mean, we haven't had guests in the chat for 6 months.
We haven't had a chat for 6 months. As per usual, Jose regales us with a movie title and a year of release. Thank you very much.
I like that movie.
Oh, talk about perverted, though, with
Yeah.
the mom-son relationship.
That's what cats do. So he put some realism in it.
Who says?
Cats will.
Male son cats will pregnate mom?
Yeah.
Well, that's no good.
If it's a female, it'll go after it. I don't care.
That's not moral.
It's animals.
So, it's actually too hot to be outside, so we ate dinner and we thought, what the hell should we do? I don't know. Well, it's been like 6 months since we went on air. I wanted to see if this computer could still do it.
And if he still remembered how. Because I was asking him if he was going to continue the Nate show this coming fall into winter. And I guess that might have sparked the idea of him doing this random show tonight.
You and I, not me.
Well, we can try to go back to our once a month, once every other month, once every 3 months.
Do it whenever we feel like it.
Whenever the flame strikes the candle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Any movies? Seeing as how it's a movie channel, any movies you can... Oh, well, I'm currently showing Beth the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
And last night we did...
The Last Crusade, which really isn't The Last Crusade considering there's 2 more movies.
Well, what was Beth's thought on The Last Crusade?
I kept pointing out all the movie errors. But it was okay. Like them being in the, was it kerosene
Yeah, with a torch
with the torch, and
lighting the way when the whole place would just, the fumes would ignite right away.
then they go underneath the coffin and they're still with the torch, and it's all supposedly kerosene, but they're getting away from a gas flame. Yeah, it was fakey, but it was for the action, I guess.
Well, out of the first three you've seen so far, which one is your favorite?
I think I'm still partial to the first one.
For me, I agree. There's something about the first one that I think is the best.
Verisimilitude said something.
Yes, he did. Yeah, we shall see.
Oh, without saying what he says, I guess people can listen later and read the chat later. That'd be fun,
Yeah,
though.
we'll see. I'm kind of burnt out on discussions right now, but with any luck, I'll feel like doing it again someday, and if so,
Yeah, you've been doing
we'll
a couple
do
of
it.
collabs with another person, so.
Kind of burnt out right now. We'll see if
Plus, summer's hot and likes to be outside. Well, not today. It's 107.
it feels like 107.
But no. Let's see, what else have we been doing lately?
Oh, well, you were saying the first
No, this is the
Indiana.
first one. Was just
So what do you think of what do you think what about the first one is make you like it the most?
it really could have been a one and done.
That's true.
It really tied up. There were no loose ends.
Yeah.
And it's like they keep trying to pull in new characters to get these crusades going. Although the third one was kind of cool because it did start out as him as a kid, and then kind of explained some things.
Oh, good. We've got flashing red and yellow. So if there's glitch, this is why
I think
we
this
stopped.
is why we stopped. Are we still alive?
I have no idea. Yeah, because the newfangled internet likes to just fuck away. So
I mean, I could look it up on my phone to see if we're live. If we can hear it. It says we're live.
yeah, but red and yellow's not a good sign. Oh, back to green. Oh, orange, red. Yeah, I'm remembering now.
Yeah.
This is why
the
we
snowstorm
stopped.
ended it, but now we're back to green. You're not running anything, are you?
Just the show. But the internet likes to just slow down, speed up whenever the hell it wants to.
Oh, okay. So this is probably going to be a real short show.
Well, I thought it could be an hour or less. But if you wanna see if you can. But if your internet's slow on your phone, then maybe.
Well, my internet might be better than your internet. How do I do this? I go to
YouTube. Looks like we're in the green now. If we dropped out and if we're back, we're experiencing probably internet. My internet likes to just slow down and speed up on a whim whenever the hell it wants to. So nothing I can do about that.
But to recap, while we're green, I was saying that I did like the third Indiana Jones because it explained, his fears and why he got into archaeology, I guess it would be.
I think that's what he does.
My internet.
See, now your phone internet doesn't work.
Oh, here it is. My volume is down, so even if we are live, we don't get that echo.
Well, that's thing. That's the whole point that you're doing. No, back to red and yellow. The whole point we're doing it is to see if we can hear us.
Well, my phone is slow.
Must be just some kind of internet problems.
Everyone wants to join the Nate and Beth show, and everyone's just clogging up the airwaves. Woohoo! It still says we're live. What are you doing?
Yeah, okay. I'm remembering now why the hell we stopped.
It still says we're live. So if I click into it.
I'm remembering why the hell I gave it up. This is one of the main reasons, along with
Well, I
burnout.
told you the snowstorm kicked out our internet and we just didn't even say goodbye. We just left our people hanging and just dropped off. So, sorry about that, guys. So, I'm slowly pulling it up on my phone.
This is just a show about technical difficulties, like some recent ones that we've done. Just became a show about technical difficulties.
Well, I'm not jumping on your Wi-Fi because that'll make it even slower. So it wants me to join the channel.
I don't know.
I hear us. I hear you clicking.
Why?
Oh, it's about a 3-second lag. Yeah, it's about a 5 to 10 second lag, but we're still on.
Well, that's because we're currently green. Anyway, hell of a show, but
but I keep my phone internet is lagging out, so I'm gonna close out. But yeah, we're still on. What?
Put your phone away from my person, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well.
Do we have another statement from Verstimilitude?
He says the stream seems stable at the moment.
Yay!
But did it, that's a mosquito death.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's not a mosquito. It's a little fluttery thing.
Well, fluttery thing, whatever.
Was the stream choppy at any point, or? That'd be nice to know, but anyway, showing her Indiana Jones movies, and obviously the last one I can show her at home is the fourth one. So what's your history with them? You've seen them a little bit when you were younger.
Yeah, I never saw the third one though, so I only saw the first one,
when you were
bits
younger.
and pieces of the second one, and then just gave it up.
Gave it up, right? And you would have been how old?
I don't know.
When
When I when I gave it up, probably in my 20s. I don't know when the movies came out.
Okay, that's fine.
Wasn't the first one in like the 90s though?
Nope.
When was it? 80s?
Early 80s, first one.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's
See,
why
Beth
I
can't
remember
tell
watching it.
because they're period movies, so it's not like they've got 80s or 90s haircuts.
Right. They're set in like the 1920s or 50s or whatever.
Nope.
Oh.
30s.
Okay.
He says it was choppy for a bit. Yeah, our square went from green to red and yellow and orange. You'd rather be green than... It's good to be green versus red and yellow and orange.
I think Kermit would agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So,
well...
looks like we just have Jose and Versimilitude listening. And, well, if anyone does find this later and...
wants to hear a show about technical difficulties, you're at the right place.
Or, if I can be so liberal to say, want to hear another Nate and Beth show when hopefully the internet is more stable, leave us
Well, there's
something
no way
in
to know if the internet's ever going to be stable or
Well,
not.
I
They
mean-
don't send me an email saying, whoops.
If you guys are still interested in hearing us bicker back and forth for a future show,
They probably
leave
thought
a comment.
someone slapped someone when you tried to kill that flying thing.
Oops.
Or maybe maybe you did slap me and I just covering with...
No, it was a fluttery thing. I thought it was a mosquito. And Versimilitude says Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's the first one, isn't it?
Yep, he says it's a classic.
Kind of is. I mean, it's just all in one. It just...
All in one. It's almost like the movies after that, they're just trying to recapture the lightning in the bottle again. Second one is just went way off the rails and it's just like, what the hell is going on?
You're in India with elephants and
falling
snakes
out of the
and
plane in a...
blondes and yeah.
Well, there's blondes in the third one.
Was it round?
Round, short.
I mean, they were just trying way too hard.
And then the third one was back to more of the seriousness of the first one.
As far as I'm concerned, the second one could have just never been made and just gone straight to the third one because that would explain the first one.
In a way, I agree, but as much as I'm tearing the second one, to pieces, there are aspects of the second one that are classic. So.
The blonde. Her lovely bust.
For listeners, welcome everyone.
What was so?
Did you know that Steven Spielberg went on to purportedly marry that woman?
I wouldn't be surprised. She was a horrible actress.
Wow, wait until Steven hears that.
I didn't like her. She was just, I don't know, I didn't like her.
Let's see if Beth can guess that theme. So I'm going to do a John Williams theme from one of these 3 films you've seen.
I know.
And we'll see if you can guess the theme. I bet you'll be able to. Ready? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, so I'm butchering it. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah.
I have no clue.
Well, sounds pretty Asian to me. Verisimilitude says, do I think the Friday the 13th TV show is still happening? Haven't heard anything for a while. Could be because of the strike. Yeah, probably. I'm going to just put my, whatchamacallit, right down there and say that thing's, my prediction, that thing's never going to end up happening. And
there's something going on with Friday the 13th?
Well, they're supposed to be working on a show for, what the hell's...
Netflix?
Peacock.
Oh.
So... as far as I know, it got to some of the casting stage, and of course now the wonderful, Beth probably doesn't know about the writer's strike going on. So, but my prediction is it's never going to happen. I mean, they're slated for production early next year. I mean, a lot can happen between now and then. Do I want it to not happen? I mean, I'm curious to see it's been so long since any Friday the 13th, anything's been happening. I'm curious to see what they'll do, so I just as soon it happen, but I won't be destroyed if it doesn't happen.
Looks like we have another voice chiming in.
Castellar Daniel Garcia says, great. I don't know if he means great. Finally, another Nate and Beth show, probably. Or
that'd
great.
Be nice.
Those jerks are at it again.
That wouldn't be very nice.
Jose regales us with Leprechaun and the release year, Body Bags, and the release year. Thank you very much.
Did we watch Body Bags?
I don't think I've ever seen it. It might be on Tubi. I think it has been.
I know he watched 5 of the Leprechauns?
So anyway, Body Bags. Oh, he says Leprechaun. Oh, okay. Body Bags isn't a Leprechaun movie.
And now he says something about the babysitter being dead.
Anyway, that theme was Short Round.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. I don't pay attention to the music like you do.
Yeah, if you want to see Jose's title drops, feel free to look at the chat. Verisimilitude says Temple of Doom is great. That this heart thing in my chat box is covering up. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Temple of Doom is great in his opinion, except the actress, and I dig Last Crusade. And Beth agrees about the actress.
See, the actress sucked.
I mean,
she was whiny, she was bitchy, and she didn't know what the... Can I swear?
Fuck no. Not on this channel.
Sorry, she didn't know what she was doing. She was more like just eye candy.
I think one of the best things about that movie, honestly, is the opening. I don't know if you remember the musical number. I mean, it's
that
completely just too much, but I was really cool because I'm a fan of that era, 30s stuff and movies and stuff and music and stuff. So the opening credits was like the really strong point for me in that.
Then they could have said the end.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
Then they could have said the end. Yep.
Yep.
And what's really weird is, I don't know if you know this, but Temple of Doom actually, I think, happens a year or two before Raiders of the Lost Ark. I didn't know that for the longest time, but if you look at the years, it's I think a year or two or some odd years before Raiders, which is really weird to me.
So they're out of sync.
Well, just the first and second.
2 was supposed to be 1 and 1 was supposed to be 2.
Isn't that weird? And how come no mention of like short round in 1? Well, we know why he's not in 1 because I didn't think of the character then. But there's no mention of short round in 3 or 4.
That's because you
Haven't
got
seen 5.
tall, flat, maybe.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know.
Let's do a refresh and see if anyone's still listening. 1. Wow, we went from 4 to 1. I thought we were even getting kind of fun there for a minute.
Maybe not fun
Maybe
enough.
too fun. They were having a mental overload.
Maybe,
Verisimilitude says that was the part she was playing, but still very annoying.
the part of Long Round.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh,
That's
okay.
okay.
Oh, I thought we lost,
Oh, here we go. We'll just call him Garcia.
Well, there's 2. No, there's a Gomez and a Garcia.
Oh, I think he means Garcia loves Inner Space with Martin Short and Meg Ryan. Don't forget the main star's name. I can't remember the Quaid. The main
Dennis
star.
Quaid?
Is it Yeah, maybe Dennis. Yeah.
That was fun.
Dennis? I showed Beth that. Was that the first time you'd seen it, Beth?
I think so.
I saw it in the theater with my dad.
Oh, he probably...
He misspelled it.
We understand it was Inner Space. Yeah, that was fun.
Good old Joe Dante, he was the director of that. He did a lot of fun stuff in, Beth don't want to see this, in the 80s. Garcia says Arachnophobia remake filmed.
Nope, I haven't seen the original and I will not watch the remake.
One of Beth's least favorite things
I'll watch Snakes on a Plane before I watch that one.
One of Beth's least favorite things is...
spiders.
She can't even say it without...
Things that have more than 6 legs that are not considered friendly.
Garcia says Friday the 13th, new game is coming. That's what I hear, but, if it's going to be online, only play like the original, just like with the original. Well, not only that, but
that one was interactive.
I don't even have any newer consoles, and I'm not a PC gamer, so I never got the original, and I probably won't get this unless it's just got game on disc like I'm used to. I'm old. I'm not big on internet stuff. Garcia says
a prequel for Friday the 13th.
Well, I think that's what we were talking about earlier. Crystal Lake for Peacock. I'm assuming Verisimilitude says, speaking of Spielberg, he revisited Duel not long ago.
Duel.
Well, I just recently did a VHS showcasing of that, which will be coming up in the coming days, weeks, whenever. I've got an old-ass VHS of it. Yeah, that's the one, Dennis Weaver versus the... God, I imagine I showed you, versus the semi-truck. It was this Spielberg's first movie, Beth. God, if I haven't shown you that, I gotta.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Just 1971, that this guy, business guy, driving to a meeting, and he gets harassed by the semi-driver. I had to have shown you that.
I don't know if it's a semi-driver, but you had some angry vehicle following somebody.
You remember something like that? Anyway.
But I don't think it was a semi. It was more like... It felt more like Mad Max Thunderdome kind of vehicle.
Okay,
it was a horror movie.
Well, I don't know if I showed Beth. Garcia says Joyride is thrilling, and The Hitcher. I haven't seen Joyride for a while.
We did watch The Hitcher.
Oh, did you watch that? Oh, we watch that together?
We watched The Hitcher.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, where the people... I don't know, something happens and he gets like harassed by the vehicle. Either that or I'm getting it mixed up with Jeepers Creepers, which still had a vehicle chasing people.
Could be that too. Garcia says Creepshow video game coming next year. Well, that's great for fans of Creepshow, which I'm not.
Never really got into Creepshow. Yeah. I preferred Tales from the Crypt and The Dark Side. Tales from the Dark Side. Creepshow was kind of like last minute, since this is popular, let's throw that in there, see how it flies. And it got popular enough, but I just never got into it.
Garcia says Creepshow Season 4 for October, Friday the 13th. Well,
we have plans that day.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we have plans that day. We celebrate every Friday the 13th doing something outside.
Try to.
I think we have successfully done, maybe not spend the entire day together, but we've done some stuff on every Friday the 13th.
All you can do is try. Should we go see how few people are listening? Okay. Gonna refresh, and it currently says 1. Now it says 2 when I refresh. Welcome, everyone.
I remember People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Jose name drops and gives a release year of yet another film.
That was a good one. Kind of a twist ending. No.
In which way?
Well, they were trying to make the perfect family, and the people under the stairs were rejected people, like the kids.
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
right. I remember these nutcases. Weren't they brother and sister? Or
I don't remember the relationship, but they were trying
to
make the perfect family.
Yeah, they sure were. Speak no evil, say no evil, speak no evil.
Yeah, because if you saw the movie, it was kind of the sea, whatever. What are those? Those are just
Freaking
emojis.
Yeah, people can't see what I'm looking at. It's weird.
Okay.
It's weird.
But yeah, so I mean, watching the indie movies is okay, and I was disappointed with the third one because I like Sean Connery and I wanted him to be more, I don't know, energetic. He was just kind of a lump on a log.
Well, he wasn't a spring chicken anymore, is he?
But he was still Bond. Come on.
Then he was a nerd too.
He was. I love nerds. Or else I wouldn't be with you.
Verisimilitudes is really looking forward to the Creepshow game and Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. Way to go.
I never watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space because Nate doesn't want to watch it. He doesn't do clowns.
Maybe it's on...
It might be on...
Should I see if it's on Tubi?
No, because that might mess up our internet. I'll look. If you do too many things and it loses our green.
3 listeners, welcome everyone. Garcia says Popcorn from the 90s is a bizarre horror film. I can't remember.
I don't think
I can't remember if I own it or not. I don't think so. I might have the tape. I don't remember. But I remember not thinking too much of it back in when it was new on video. I don't know if I've seen it since. Oh, Garcia finally got Dr. Giggles on Blu-ray. Well, congratulations. The Scream Factory one, I'm assuming. If you've seen my review, you know my problem with it is that although they restored the original theatrical aspect ratio, it's kind of like maybe I prefer the way it was in the 185 because you see more top and bottom, but whatever. I guess you gotta give it to them for restoring it back to...
You completely lost me.
I'll tell you later or never. It's not something you care about. Well, I'm going to tell you now, and I'll tell you later.
1988.
Oh, what are you doing on your phone?
I was trying to see.
Oh, can you go to Tubi?
I'm just seeing if it's where you can watch it. All watch options. I guess it is free on Tubi. As well as free on YouTube.
Verisimilitude says we should do a Killer Clown show sometime. I have to see it, but the thing is, I've always hated clowns, so...
I'm surprised you watched it.
I'm probably not going to like it, just built-in automatic...
What was the other one? Popcorn?
Auto-hate.
Is that the other movie, Popcorn?
I think so. Garcia says Tales from the Dark Side film is on Best Buy. You mean at Best Buy? Oh, you mean like the Scream Factory Blu-ray? Oh, that's cool. I don't think I need the Blu-ray though, but thanks for the heads up. Austin's here. He says, hey there.
Hey, Austin!
Garcia says, hit the like. I appreciate that. Does that mean...
Hitchhiker!
Does that mean Garcia did just that as well?
Hitchhiker.
Did we find out if Killer Clowns is on...
Yes, it's on Tubi. It says watch for free.
Garcia says, love Fool from People Under the Stairs. Yeah, if you've seen that little blurb with me and Matt talking in a recent video, I do as well. Pretty much everyone loves that kid, and from that movie.
Yeah, he's fun.
Isn't he fun, Beth?
He's fun.
Austin pre-ordered that new Hellraiser 4K Arrow set. Okay, is that gonna be the first 3 or the first 4? I'm still jealous of the people that have, Hellraiser 3, the Hellraiser 3 Arrow standard Blu-ray. I'd like that if anyone wants to gift it to me. Garcia says, while watching Don't Breathe, he was reminded of the people under the stairs. Well, there you go. I guess kind of.
Got the same kind of feel to it.
Austin says the first 4 Hellraisers will be featured on that upcoming Arrow Hellraiser 4K set. Austin's got the Scarlet box as well, which I'm sure he'll gift me after he gets the 4K set. He'd have no need for the Scarlet box, and I'll send you an address and you can gift it to me. Thanks, Austin.
Doesn't say if popcorn is on anything. Says there's another popcorn movie 2023 though.
Probably a remake. 5 whole listeners. Welcome, everyone.
It's a 1991.
Garcia says Killer Clowns is on Tubi, and so is Dr. Giggles. All right.
Oh, we saw Dr. Giggles.
That's good for anyone who doesn't own Dr. Giggles. Thanks for the heads up, Garcia.
We saw Dr. Giggles.
When did I show you that, I wonder?
I don't know, about the same time as we watched Reanimator.
I wonder when I showed you Reanimator, I wonder.
I don't know. Watch options.
I mean, it's been a long time. It's hard to know when the hell I showed you what. Anyway, we gotta keep here. Here's a dual VHS, Beth. Does this look familiar?
No.
What about this?
No.
Oh my God! I gotta show you dual.
Oops. I guess it's only on.
Austin says he heard Dr. Giggles has a lot of gore cut out. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's not much on gore. Garcia says Nicolas Cage is a fan of Dr. Giggles, Beth.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could totally see him watching that if his personality shows through in his acting. He's kind of twisted, which is why I like him.
Good.
I don't know. I like my Nicky Cage. Get over it.
Give you a break. Austin says the Nightbreed 4K looked impressive, but the director's cut should have been in 4K as well.
Wasn't that where they have the prom? Or maybe that was prom night. Or was Nightbreed where they are all trying to go to prom?
No, it's like a bunch of monsters from, I can't remember.
We watch so many horror films,
Yep.
They just kind of blend in together.
That's true. Garcia says, do not watch Fear of Clowns 1 and 2.
Okay.
I won't. Oh, that reminds me. We did months ago watch, and I thought it was just nasty and gross and...
Excuse me. Oh, yeah.
What was that called?
One? With the
Terrifier?
Yeah, Terrifier.
I thought it was nasty and gross, and I must
It had gore. It didn't have fear.
Let's see what people think of Terrifier 1. We saw that on Tubi. It was
a little predictable too.
I don't like those movies like that are just grungy, nasty, dank.
He doesn't like dark prison
city.
Well, then how come you watch the Saw movies?
I don't watch them often.
Okay.
I got that Blu-ray collection and watched them once, and I'm good for a decade. Austin says he also ordered a bootleg of that unreleased Ultimate Cabal cut that's 3 hours and 22 minutes long. Did you know 322 is the number of Skull and Bones, Beth?
You've told me this several times, but Garcia's sad about roach dying. Yeah, that was sad.
Oh, we're talking about people under the stairs.
Yeah, that was sad. I mean, he was the good guy. Well, we didn't know if he was good in the beginning. He was kind of back and forth. But that was a good plot twist.
Austin said he watched both Terrifiers. Pretty fucked up stuff. Yeah, I'd agree. I don't like the first film.
There's another Terrifier?
And for that reason, I haven't seen the second. I'm afraid
Uh,
so. And
okay.
Versimilitude chimes in. He says he likes both Terrifier 1 and 2. Well, more power to you.
Are you more into the
He
gore?
must be.
That's cool.
I mean, that kind of gore, to me, it's not even enjoyable. Like, I don't know. It's this.
Depends
Yeah,
on the setup.
yeah. It's.
In
I
Sawing the
don't.
Girl in Half, upside down. Was she upside down? I think she was upside down.
Yeah, I don't enjoy a lot of 21st century gore. Like, I like stuff like Reanimator, Evil Dead from back in the day, but probably just me getting older. Like,
Maybe.
it's something you kind of like, or at least for me, when you're
They're
younger.
making a third Terrifier. Well, probably because it's making money.
Well, right, because they're making.
Money grab.
Garcia says Glad Alone in the Dark and RoboCop game with Peter Weller are coming.
Oh. Okay.
Garcia says you've already said what Austin said about Terrifier 3 getting made. Garcia says The Dentist Part 1 is a crazy ride. Well, just like clowns, I'm not a big fan of dentists, so
No, that's...
I probably won't see that either.
No.
Looks like we're about, I don't know, 30 minutes in-ish. Probably just go another 30 minutes, or can Beth even do that?
I don't know. This is turning more into a Nate
Oh,
show.
shit.
Which is fine. It always does.
Oh, shit.
It's fine.
Well, what do you think you got left in you?
I don't know. Maybe 10 minutes and you can continue. See how long it runs.
Well, I ain't gonna go any more than half hour more.
I'm just glad people showed up. Thank you everyone for showing up now and later. This is kind of fun. Something about a trail.
Well, before we do that, Austin says he's got the Dentist Vestron Blu-ray. Okay, Austin, way to go. Garcia says Haunted Trail horror film was made by someone's wife.
Huh, okay.
How's about that?
Women have ideas too.
So, if you're just tuning in, it's hot around here.
Probably
real feel of, what'd you say?
over 100 degrees.
107. Oh, since we're on the worldwide internet, we gotta say Fahrenheit.
Oh yeah, Fahrenheit, not Celsius. We'd be baked. 107 degrees Celsius, we wouldn't even be existing right now. We'd be melting.
Garcia says that's true. The Dentist Vestron video release was at Walmart. Well, thank you for...
They like talking about things that you don't like.
Yeah, probably just to get
Clowns,
a reaction out of me.
dentists.
Start talking about Christians will end the show. I mean, religious people.
Better.
Garcia says Deadstream was a blast. Can't say I've heard of it.
I don't think I've heard of it. Sorry.
Austin got Escape from New York on 4K. Gotta say, the 2-channel stereo sounded much better than the 5.1 in his opinion. Beth probably doesn't know.
Escape to New York.
That's another thing. From New York. That's another thing I don't think I've shown you.
Newer?
No. Early 80s when John Carpenter was trying to get away from horror movies, and it's his, like, futuristic, quote-unquote, action movie. It's Kurt Russell.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know if we just talked about it or if we watched it.
I don't think we watched it yet.
Okay, maybe we just talked about it. And so we gotta watch Duel?
We got to, yep.
Okay.
Absolutely got to.
Okay. Any new stuff?
Nope.
Sorry if that was too loud in people's ears.
What do you think? Duel tonight?
Maybe not tonight. Maybe Friday night if it's not
maybe
too late.
Friday night if it's not too late.
I was invited somewhere Saturday night by a friend.
By a friend, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have fun. Verisimilitude watched Cobweb last night. It's a new horror picture. It was good, kind of creepy. Okay.
I think you missed one.
Oh, shit. Garcia says Barbarian is better than Terrifier for a better plot. Yeah, Beth hasn't seen that. I
haven't
saw
seen
it back when I was doing 3 months of cheap HBO Max. And I don't know what the deal with that thing never coming out on any physical media is. But I agree. I like that more than Terrifier. But I don't need to see Barbarian again. Sorry, Beth. Anyway, Cobweb. Yeah, can't say I've heard of it. Austin says Escape from LA has a 4K as well, but it's from Paramount, not Scream Factory. Okay. Garcia says Cobweb was a terrific Halloween film. Oh, might be up
Might be
Amanda's alley.
Might be up my alley. Let's look up Cobweb.
Look it up, Beth.
COBWEB. Cobweb movie, 2023.
Yay. Oh, has anyone seen on... has that movie I reviewed? Has anyone seen that on Tubi? Hopefully you can still see it on there. What the hell is it called? Was it Tubi? I think so. She Came from the Woods. Remember that one, Beth? That was like 1980. Oh yeah, Beth didn't like it. I reviewed it and thought it was quite good. Anyone see She Came from the Woods on Tubi? Like 1980s summer camp, whatever, horror movie with the twist. Verisimilitude says Barbarian is owned by Disney, he thinks, so that's why no physical release. Well, thanks a lot, Disney.
Yeah, it looks very Halloween-y. Oh, from the producer of It, probably the new It.
Garcia says now the Equalizer 3 is coming. Denzel is the man. Garcia says The Expendables 4 comes September. Oh, next month? Okay, well, not the biggest fan of those, so I won't be seeing it. Beth and I haven't seen anything in the theater this year, have we, Beth? We got so...
Goodness, no.
We were so disillusioned by our experience at Avatar 2.
I liked Avatar 2, Way of the Water.
Wet People.
I liked it. You didn't.
No, I gave it 2 out of 4 stars. I didn't hate it. It's just so depressing because the whole 3 hours and 15 minutes of it is just depressing. Like, if one character is not getting threatened, then another character is getting threatened. If they're not getting threatened, this whale's being killed. If this whale's not being killed, there's a character getting threatened. It's just like, is there any time? Okay, maybe there's a little bit of like...
There was a little bit of romance.
Little bit of joy underwater, but I mean, the majority of things just like... Someone's in peril, and it's just like, screw your peril.
That's the movie.
Garcia says Maxine comes this year.
Who's Maxine?
Maybe it's his girlfriend. I don't know.
Ooh. If she only comes once a year, you better have fun with that. Sorry, movie, song, Playmate of the Year.
Okay. Did you know that from me putting it on your player? Oh, okay. Beth's got an MP3 player that I'm
so down with the old school.
Fill up with MP3s.
Yeah.
Garcia says Pearl film made him feel bad for the Scarecrow. Yeah, I haven't seen X or Pearl yet.
Isn't Pearl about Pearl Harbor?
No, it's some Texas Chainsaw Massacre-ish kind of film about stuff. Yeah.
Maybe some...
It's a horror movie.
An albino, I'm kind of thinking.
Okay.
Pearl? Why wouldn't Pearl be an albino?
I don't know anything about albinos.
They're very pale skin with red eyes because they have no pigment.
Okay, about 40, let's see here, 43 minutes in, yeah, you can do another 15 minutes, Beth, and then we'll call it a show, and we'll be done for another 6 months.
Of course, now that we're saying 15 minutes late, to go, then everyone's going to start talking to us.
Yeah, well, we're exhausted, and we're going to just leave anyway.
Oh. So let that be a heads up to all who are listening.
About 15, 16 minutes left of the show. Thanks everyone for showing up. In Verisimilitude's opinion, X is okay, but very overrated. Yeah, I'll probably see it someday, but that's the kind of the vibe that I've been getting too, without not having seen it yet. Beth had a what the hell face on.
X.
That's the one I was talking about. It's
Pearl.
like, yeah, it's the Pearl is the prequel to X, and they're both like 70s Texas Chainsaw vibe.
Oh, okay.
I never seen either of them. Garcia says glad the Wonka. Oh, that Wonka comes in December. Okay. Beth's got a what the F face again.
I feel like I'm hiding underneath a rock. I don't know these movies. I'm completely lost.
That's okay. It's just another, like, I think it's a prequel to Willy Wonka. Like, we don't have to see it. Garcia says Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix comes on November, and the Hunger Games prequel.
I never even got past the first 20 minutes of Hunger Games. It did not catch my attention.
I never started watching any of them. How's that sound?
Well, I was going to watch it with a friend at the time, and...
Oh, was the internet not working?
No, I don't know what it was. I think the movie started and the conversation was better than the movie, so we turned off the movie and kept talking.
Oh, okay.
I think I got past their little intro. The little parade intro where they were on fire, and then I just stopped. I don't know.
Okay.
Puss in Boots.
Garcia says Puss in Boots was funny because of the dog.
He doesn't do cartoons. I do recognize that title, but I've never seen any of the Puss in Boots.
If I don't do cartoons, why did we watch Super Mario Brothers on Peacock?
Because that's a video game turned into a cartoon. Puss in Boots is like fairy tale, like Shrek. Actually, Puss in Boots got his start from Shrek because he was in Shrek and kind of spin-off and got more popular than Shrek. Well, you gotta love kitties. They're so cute.
Garcia says the Batman was better than Avatar 2. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Remember that recent one with that Catwoman who was just...
Oh, you liked that Catwoman.
Beth always says that.
I didn't like the...
I never said anything. It's just like
everyone
this
liked that
assumption.
Catwoman.
You like the what?
I didn't like the way they portrayed the Riddler. It was not the original Riddler. I didn't like what they did with him.
Newfangled way of
like military. Redoing. I didn't like that.
That's okay. But
it was kind of cool how they did that, but
she didn't like it.
I didn't like the look of the Riddler, but I like what they did with the character. We'll put it that way.
That's an interesting way to say it.
Everyone showed up as the Riddler to hit Batman or something, and he didn't know who the original Riddler wasn't even there. That's what happens with most wars. They get all the little armies together and the king doesn't even show up.
Verisimilitude, be sure, if you haven't already, to check out my 2 recent videos, Steve Christie's license plate and Camp Crystal Lake.
Why only him? Why can't everyone look at it?
Well, he's a big everyone can, but he's a big Friday the 13th fan.
What if he's already seen it?
Then he can say, I've already seen them, Nate, and I thought they were amazing.
What if he doesn't say that?
Then he can say, I already seen it, Nate. I thought they were toy.
What if he doesn't say that?
All right, everyone. Maybe a little over 10 minutes left. Let's take a look-see. Refresh this, and this gives you the thing on how long we've been going on here. Yeah, like 12 minutes left.
How many people are listening?
We're down to a whopping 2.
Hey, 2 is better than 0. Thank you for hanging in there, guys.
Verisimilitude agrees with you, Beth. He hated the look of the Riddler in the Batman as well.
That was just too overkill.
Mm-hmm.
Too military. I mean, I don't like the military to begin with, but that was just like gas war overkill.
Verisimilitude says he'll check out those videos, Nate. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, then there's one coming in a couple days. Well, I won't spoil it. Something else along the same lines of those items that came. All three came in the same package.
Oh, okay.
You just have to wait a couple days and see what the other item is.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Which I think actually just sold out, or recently
Yeah.
sold out on the site.
Yeah. So
CrystalLakeTours.com.
I'm glad I convinced. Well, no, I think I purchased those items. Well, he paid for them, but I purchased them later.
Yeah, you convinced me to not wait anymore on those, and one of them's already sold out.
Yeah.
Garcia says Dune 2, or well, it's actually part 2. Well, yeah, well, right. Dune 2 is arriving. It's the second half of the remake of Dune. Beth's got.
I fell asleep during Dune. I'm sorry.
She spends the whole show with those what the F eyebrows of what's being talked about.
I remember Dune.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the first half of the new Dune, honestly.
I kind of fell asleep during Dune. Too much sand, not enough.
Are we talking about the 80s one or the new one?
The 80s one, the one that you tried showing me, and I just couldn't keep my eyes open. It was too much sand.
Oh, that's right, you did. I kept watching it, I think.
Blue Beetle? What?
Garcia says Blue Beetle showed Anyway, read the chat if you want to see what he says. I don't know what he's talking about. Verisimilitude says we need to do a Friday 7 show. I addressed that earlier when I have time and burned out on that a little bit.
We do a lot of stuff during the summer, so he doesn't really have much energy for collabs.
Anything else? So when I feel like it, you'll be the first to know.
I knew it. As soon as we say our time's almost up, all the cool people, not the other people. It's just been so long since I've seen Will. I mean, again, when we say we're going to end the show, that's when everyone shows up. But hello, Will.
Another reason I stopped.
I hope you're doing well, and everyone is doing well.
Garcia says, good animated film, Meet the Robinsons. I don't know if Beth has seen it.
Wasn't that before?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's like a cartoony thing.
Will Powell's here. Welcome, Will. He says hello 3 times.
Hello.
Garcia, he probably doesn't say it in that tone of voice, though. Maybe he does. Garcia says the Batman car scene was like saying to the penguin, say hello to my little fast friend.
Yes. We did watch that movie, too.
Which one?
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, yeah.
Scarface.
That's true.
I remembered the title. That's good.
The title isn't Say Hello to My Little Friend Scarface. It's just Scarface. Beth's giving me the eye. Garcia says...
Giving him the scowl.
The scowl. Hidden Strike with Jackie Chan and John... how do you say that name? Cena was good. Okay, thank you, Garcia.
I've heard about that, but I haven't seen it yet. I like Jackie Chan. I'm not so sure about John Cena.
Yeah, that guy can...
He's in the other movies, isn't he? The ones you don't like? Isn't John Cena in the animated Avatar movies?
No.
What am I thinking? John Cena's in movies, though.
I don't know.
He left wrestling and became a better actor.
Oh.
Well, I mean, wrestling is acting, so let's just be real.
Don't make Keith mad.
It's a show. They can't even call it wrestling anymore. They have to call it wrestling entertainment.
Verisimilitude is interested to see what James Gunn does with the new Spider-Man movie called Superman movie called Superman Legacy. Oh my God, let's reboot Superman again.
Gotta make money.
If anyone hasn't noticed, Verisimilitude's a Superman fan, so we'll see what happens.
We were just talking about watching the Avatar movie.
Oh, Will says, have you seen the new Avatar movie? You too. I don't know if you've seen, Will, but Matt and I have reviewed Avatar 2 on this channel, but it's the
Way of Water, yeah.
But maybe he's asking if you and I, Beth, and yes, we have.
We watched it in the theater
in December. That was the most recent Well, the most recent time we've been to the theater,
Yeah, we haven't
because
been back.
you want to briefly say, well, what
He
happened
doesn't like
when...
the blue people.
No, it wasn't about the movie. When we got there and did the seat thing,
Oh, we don't like having
there's a whole row of people.
And we're supposed to choose our seats.
And then right in the
people...
middle, two people right in the middle of this whole aisle of people were in our seats. And it's not like we're going to ask this whole group of people to like...
So and if we're supposed to choose our seats before sitting down, what's the point? I mean,
yeah,
I like
they
the
sat
old school
in
way.
our seats.
First come, first serve should have never been pushed away.
That's just a joke. Anyway, Garcia hated the CGI on the last voyage of the Demeter.
I don't know what that even is.
Me either. While the practical effects were good, Garcia says Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning was suspenseful. Yeah, there's a new Mission Impossible, Beth, but because the last one was so boring to me or too long.
Look, Mom,
I can fly a helicopter and do it for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Glad to see you and Matt are back
Will
together.
says, great to see you and Matt back together. Didn't see your Avatar movie review. Well, feel free to
look it up.
Check it out, Will. It's out there. Austin says reserved seating is, I think he means BS. He says SS.
Shitty shit? Okay.
Garcia says good film, The Three Amigos. I saw that in the theater with my dad, and we came in late.
His eyes are sparkling.
We came in when they were on that high note, or whatever, when they're singing in the opening. We came in late. I was kind of disappointed. Austin says what's wrong, Beth?
M7 was pretty good.
Mission Impossible 7 was pretty good. Yeah, I'll probably just blind buy the DVD.
Oh, that was after the helicopter, Look, Mom, I Can Fly It?
I think that was the sixth one. So
that one I liked.
I thought
the one before the helicopter one.
That must have been 5 then.
I don't know.
You and I saw 5 at the drive-in and 6.
You got chat.
Versimilitude says he's got to catch up on the reviews you've been doing with Matt. Do you think you guys still have the same chemistry? Oh, I think it's exactly the same. So we kind of rub.
It's like Siskel and Ebert, but younger generation.
We kind of have. Yeah, it's exactly the same. We've got the same differing opinions. If you watch our movies,
SS because YouTube censors it. Okay.
If you watch our movies getting worse video, we still have the old disagreements.
I don't know their chemistry, but I know that I'm glad that they're talking again.
Will says, thank you, Beth. He doesn't say that, I say that. Will says, I've watched your Wes Craven video and thoughts on if movies are getting worse. P.S. They are. Will thinks. Yeah, I agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Garcia says, glad Die Hard remake was shot down. Oh, good, yeah.
Why would they remake Die Hard? That's a perfect Christmas movie.
Remaking everything. John's...
That's true.
Okay, I don't think I need to read everything, right, Beth?
John Cena is the peacemaker.
You can pick up the slack. And then Garcia says...
Heels wrestling is amazing.
Wrestling show.
I don't know.
Versimilitude says Mission Impossible 7 was good, but it very much felt like half a movie to me. Well, that's because I guess it is. It's Dead Reckoning Part 1. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
I don't remember Dead Reckoning.
That's because we haven't seen it.
Okay. Austin says that's because it was. All right.
Garcia says Spider-Man 2 with Venom is arriving in October.
Oh, wow. I'm looking at the last line. I just have to laugh at that.
Will says, can we please stop with the superhero stuff now and screw Disney?
That's his impersonation of you, Will.
Versimilitude says Die Hard ain't a Christmas movie. Ooh.
Then why was it set around Christmas?
I don't know what.
It is a Christmas movie. If you even look at the TV, at the shirts, there's a Christmas tree on it. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I don't know why he said that, Beth. Beth's got a mad face. Woof. Will Powell needs to rant. He's been biting his lip for a while now. Oh.
Uh-oh, what's Will got a rant about?
Superhero stuff and screwing Disney, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Austin says, I bet Scream Factory will do Sleepaway Camp 4K soon.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Possible. I don't know what their deal with the 2 and 3 are, but they might do the 4K of like the first movie or so. Wasn't that, when they did that though, wasn't it 2K? I can't remember.
Oh, he's talking about the movie theater, saying you tell them to get off your seats and show Mace?
Oh, he's saying for our Avatar experience.
No, then we'd get arrested because I'd actually use it.
If someone's sitting in your seat, Garcia says, tell them to get off your seats. Oh, and show Mace, like just point.
I'd use it.
Nah, I don't. To me, it's not worth.
It's not worth it. I mean, the seats weren't even that great anyway.
Physically assaulted and.
But I still think first come first serve should have never been gotten rid of.
Yeah.
I know they did it for the space thing, but who cares?
Space thing?
For that 2 years of the world being...
Well, that started way before that.
I think it was kind of the warming up of it, because when that happened, you couldn't be 2 seats... If you weren't in the same group, you had to have seats between you guys, which was the whole premise of it. Anyway, that time in history is a very sad time in history.
Oh, looks like we've been going 61 minutes on YouTube, Beth.
Okay. Uh-oh, John Wick 4. What's going on with John Wick 4?
Verisimilitude says even the director of Die Hard said it ain't a Christmas movie, plus it came out in July.
I don't care. Then why'd they have this scene in Christmas?
All right, I'll stop reading that. Garcia says, love to rewatch Evil Dead Rise and John Wick 4 Warriors Chase. Okay. I don't think I'm going to bother, or at least not until it's free, with Evil Dead Rise personally. So, okay. Beth can...
Will Cut looked into why the theaters only do reserved seating now, and it's all about money. Plain and simple. It's done to...
Oh. Fight theater hopping.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's set on Christmas Eve.
Somebody is also known as Will.
Will said Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's set on Christmas Eve. John McClane is there for a Christmas party. The score has Christmas all over it, and it ends on Christmas songs. Ho, 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 I have a machine gun. I like that, yeah.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Will Powell is now one of my favorites. Thank you, Will.
Verisimilitude says Cruise went to space for Mission Impossible 8, so that should be cool. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. I knew it as soon as we say we're gonna be done with this.
God dang it. What's next? Austin says I saw John Wick 4 in theaters. It was a blast. Yeah,
okay. I'm kind of looking forward to John Wick 4 because 3 was kind of we were supposed to be the 3 and done. And
I thought it was gonna be
like, are you ready to fight now? It's like, yeah, no, I'm mad. Like, really? Now you're mad after 3 movies? They killed your dog. They blew up your house. They destroyed your cars, and now you're mad?
Garcia says, good night. John Cena is in the Suicide Squad. I don't know if that means he's leaving. If so, good night, Garcia. Verisimilitude says, seems like we need a debate show for Die Hard. Laugh out loud. Nah.
No, it's a Christmas movie. We're done.
Yeah, we won the debate.
I even have backup from Austin, from Will.
Austin says it's also done because... Oh, for back to movie theaters seating, It's also done because they want more people reserving their seats online. They probably want people reserving and then not showing up too.
Yeah, so they can have the money and
forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how many, if that happened. That's
I'm
gotta
sure it happens
happen.
a lot. They double sell the tickets. It's like airplanes. They oversell the tickets so they can keep the money and push people on lower flights.
Verisimilitude about Die Hard says it has Christmas themes. Well, doesn't it?
It's a Christmas movie.
So do Christmas movies. But anyway, Garcia says hated the third act of Scream 6. Okay, I probably agree because I wasn't a fan of that as much as I was of 5. Beth didn't see it. Austin says Scream 6 was interesting. Garcia says glad Scream 7 got a new director. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. Matt and I hypothesized, Beth's yawning, on our Scream 6 review about what the future of 7 is. I'm sorry, Beth.
I knew it would go over an hour.
Yeah, I forgot that happens. People show up right before the planned ending time.
All I gotta do is say we're shutting down in 15 minutes and 5 people show up. Will Powell says Al Powell is singing a Christmas song as he walks out of the store. See, it's a Christmas movie. Will Powell just cemented the case. Thank you, Will. Verisimilitude says, I'm backed by the director of Die Hard. That's all I need. Well, that's all you can have because it's still a Christmas movie.
Austin says no Sydney again in Scream 7. That's okay.
Sydney's old.
She's had her time.
But I'm going to bow down. Good night, all.
It's bow out.
Bow out, bow down. Say my farewells. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. And we'll try to do this again when the lightning strikes.
Okay, thanks, Beth. Garcia says the Expanse and Texas Chainsaw Massacre games are thrilling. Well, way to go. I think, why don't I say 15 more minutes, Beth?
Did you get that laughter? Just in case you didn't get it. You say 15 more minutes, I say
Just for that, I'm going to set a timer. Austin says John McTiernan seems like he walked off the face of the earth. I know he went to prison, but still, well, that's one way to seem like that. Garcia says Violent Night is Santa Die Hard mode. That's true. I might have to get the Blu-ray this season. Verisimilitude can see this Die Hard thing becoming a running joke. Let me get my phone and set the alarm for 15 minutes, and then when it goes off, I'm out of here. Gonna set the alarm for 15 minutes.
I'll get stuff out.
Oh, can I do that?
Fine.
Thank you. All right, everyone, 15 minutes of show left. Let me just find out how to set the old alarm Rooney. All right, 15 minutes from now of show left. Verisimilitude can see this Die Hard thing becoming a running joke. Austin thinks McTiernan is blacklisted as well. That's too bad. He was good back in the day, of course, yeah. What the hell is he supposed to be in prison for? Garcia says, I can't even pronounce it, with Justin Timberlake. Some movie, okay, comes out in October. Verisimilitude likes Violent Night. Yeah, agreed. I thought that was a fun movie. Too bad it's not a Christmas movie, though. Austin says he guarantees they will do a Violent Night too. Oh, Garcia meant Primeval. Garcia says Halloween Ends can burn in horror hell. Austin watched Demonic Toys 2 last night. That was ... weird. Yeah, I never bothered with that because, it's way past the full moon era prime. Austin says, I would imagine that's free on Tubi. Demonic Toys 2. Austin says he went to. John McTiernan went to prison for illegal wiretaps. Well, I hope it was worth it. Garcia says, good film, Doll Man. Yeah, that's a Full Moon classic. Austin says, yeah, Demonic Toys was free, ain't paying for that. Will saw Scream 6. He liked the city setting and thought it was a decent slasher. Nothing special, many flaws, but it had a decent pace, so it gets away with its plot holes and silly moments. Yeah, one thing I don't like about it is what me and Matt agreed on, which was like everyone fake dies. You think these people die and then they don't end up dying, kind of thing, because they don't have the balls to kill anyone. So like everyone who dies doesn't die. I agree with that. Maybe not everyone, but it seemed like a whole lot of people. Verisimilitude says John McTiernan did the Rollerball remake, then went to prison. Austin says that's pretty embarrassing if your last movie you made was Rollerball from 2002. Yeah, that's a bummer. It's something how someone can go from top of the game, top of his game, and top of the Predator, Die Hard, Hunt for Red October to like Rollerball 10 years later. It's just crazy. Let that be a lesson to everyone. Put a end on a high note. Austin says he should have stopped at Last Action Hero or 13th Warrior. Yeah, Last Action Hero was kind of a bummer as well. Garcia says Chainsaw Ash or Chainsaw Leatherface. I mean, I guess both of them. But I mean, you got to give it to Leatherface because he entered the fold first. But I mean, yeah, I can't really pick one or the other. I mean, Chainsaw Ash has got his own place too. Verisimilitude enjoyed Scream 6. Pretty cool to see the Jason Takes Manhattan clip. And it actually went to a screening where they showed both pictures. Well, there you go. Will says, I guess great directors can make some crap every now and again. What's the worst Spielberg movie? Lost World is a bad movie in his opinion. Well, he did a lot that I haven't even bothered seeing, like, the War Horse and all this kind of crap. Lincoln. So, I mean, there's a lot of his that could be crap that I've never seen. Garcia says Scream 6 had two good first two acts and the finale was atrocious. Had two good. Okay. Austin thinks The Hunt for Red October was his last great movie. Yeah, probably agree with that. Verisimilitude says groovy like Ash. Austin saw Indiana Jones 5 in theaters. Yeah, he's left comments, so I already know that. I think he liked it. Verisimilitude says Lost World ain't great. Oh, I pretty much agree with this. Garcia says Ghosts of Mars is a crappy film. Verisimilitude says War Horse is very heartfelt. Austin didn't have a problem with. I love how this has just become a reading chat show. Austin didn't have a problem with Scream 6's finale. Yeah, I think, yeah, I agree. Garcia says Vampires is a good John Carpenter film. In my opinion, I wish that would have been his last movie. It would have been a great way to go out, because I agree. And then Garcia says another thing I agree with: Red Eye is a good Craven film. Yeah, the Nate and Beth show seems to have lost Beth. I can't remember if this has ever happened before. Probably not, but that's okay. Just about 7 minutes left. Garcia says good film with Steve Martin, House Sitter. Will Powell liked Red Eye. Good, good, right popcorn thriller. Yeah, it was nice, to see him just do like some kind of thriller versus a horror movie and show that he can do other stuff. Versimilitude asks me who is the most iconic horror character of all time to you. I mean, yeah, I mean it's probably between Leatherface, Freddy, and Jason because I'm a kid of the '80s, but more partial to Leatherface and Jason than Freddy. So yeah, I mean to the whatchamacallit, to the masses, Jason and Freddy were probably more popular than Leatherface. They had more movies, but yeah, for me it'd be Leatherface or Jason. Probably Jason for me because it's my favorite franchise. No surprise, Austin says My Soul to Take is not a good Craven film. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I haven't seen it myself. Yeah, as the show's winding down, I'll just say anyone can read chat here. Oh, Will asks if I saw Indiana Jones 5. No, not yet. Probably just wait for Blu ray. Disillusioned, Beth and I are disillusioned with the theater going experience after Avatar 2. Austin's never bothered to watch Vampire in Brooklyn. Eddie Murphy is in a horror movie as a vampire. Come on, yeah, I didn't see that either. I don't know. Will Paul hasn't. I think he's talking about Avatar 2. He hasn't seen it and doesn't think he ever will. Yeah, Versimilitude's happy with my answer. Yeah, and everyone listening, be sure to check out publishing on the 26th, our little 1988 Kitty Chainsaw short, which is pretty interesting. Austin says he needs to watch Avatar 2. Yeah, you better. Yeah, when you do, feel free to stop in the comments of any video or whatever and let me know what you think because it'd be interesting to see what you think. I give it 2 out of 4 stars. Will says he hasn't seen Avatar 2 either. Oh, then he must have not have been talking about that. Oh, maybe. Oh, you were talking about Indiana Jones 5. He hasn't seen it and doesn't think he ever will. And Will Powell says haven't seen Avatar 2 either. James Cameron has lost it for me. Yeah, I hear you there. Hasn't seen it. Okay, gotcha. Garcia says lose many hours for Avatar 2. You mean to watch it? Yep. Verisimilitude says Indy 5 was kind of trash. Austin says James Cameron thinks his low Carbon emission farts are golden. Garcia says rewatch The Dark Knight. Yeah, it devolves into a read chat. Yeah, I kind of remember why I stopped doing shows, because I'm compelled to read everything because I got OC. I actually rebranded it. Um, I rebranded OCD to OCP, obsessive compulsive persuasion, because I'm not so sure it's, compared to a lot of other things, I don't know if I'd even call it a disorder. There can be a lot of good things about OCD. That being compelled to read chat isn't necessarily one of them, but all you got to do is remember RoboCop, OCP, obsessive compulsive persuasion versus disorder, because who's to say it's a disorder? I'm just, have a mind. I've just got that kind of a mind. Verisimilitude says James Cameron is still a genius, though. About 2 minutes left, everyone. Yeah, this just like, yeah, okay, now I'm remembering why I stopped doing shows. It destroys my brain, but that's because I'm compelled to read chat like I do. Thank you very much. Garcia's getting the point. He says good night in advance. Will says James Cameron is strange because he brought so much to cinema in many ways, made some brilliant crafted films, seems so out of touch these days. It's funny how a lot of people will just, sell out, as it were. It's just a bummer. He was so great doing big things in a big way in the real world, and he went to the George Lucas lazy route and doing everything in the computer. I mean, I'm not saying that what he accomplishes with the Avatar movies isn't technically some kind of an achievement, but it's also, I don't think it's as big a deal as he likes to think it is. Austin's definitely getting those newer Night of the Demons releases. All right, feel free to stop by in comments and let me know how those turned out. 1 minute left, everyone. Good time to say our goodbyes. Verisimilitude digs the Avatar movies for what they are. I mean, I thought the first one was so much better than the second one. The second one's just 3 hours plus of just drama and a little bit of underwater wonder, but mostly drama and sorrow and peril and oh no. All right, everyone. Thanks you very much. Thanks you very much for showing up. And I have no idea when I'll do this again, or when we'll do this again. Maybe another 6 months. Austin says True Navi will be Cameron's next film. Will says totally agree. He thinks everyone cares about Avatar because it broke box office, but it's a novelty movie. Right on. There's the old alarm. Verisimilitude says thanks for doing a show, Nate. It was great to touch base again. Will Powell says good night, Nate. Austin says we'll definitely get Avatar 4 and 5. Well, lucky us. All right, everyone. That sound means it's over.